What's up, guys? Welcome back to my Bitcoin long-term forecast update. Nothing changed from my latest update except for one small, big news. The range of 12 that was formed on Bitcoin this year started with two major ranges. The January 20th cycle top, which was following the 2024 lows of 38K and 49K, and the December 2024 yearly top, which will later generate the April 2025 lows at 74K. The first one was clearly the least important, as it brought a longer history, while the newest one we were still tracking and mapping until now. On May 22nd, a couple days before the 30 years long Saturn cycle was about to close, a small top about 2,000 points higher than January 20th was scored. This top came out of nowhere and was apparently linked to nothing we've seen before until yesterday. Thus, the third range of 12 was formed exactly 2 days before Saturn was about to close its 30-year cycle, started back in 1996 and ending on May 24th, 2025. This week should have been a week of lows, and as a matter of fact, it can still be as long as on Sunday. The closing price will be close or lower than 107400, or the July 7th or 8th lows. And if this happens, nothing has changed, as this current ADH, which is currently a mere 100 points above the May 22nd high and closed the daily candle well below the June 7th close, would have occurred right into the same range of 12, which was generated in the summer of 2024, thus generating the same effect it did on the weekly candle of January 20th. But should we close this weekly candle well above 107,400, this means that the very nature of this range of 12 would shift into a week of highs. Nothing would change on the following weeks, which were supposed to be green, but scoring lower highs. Instead, they would just keep printing higher highs and possibly leading to the first successful breakout of the first excess targets I gave in 2024, possibly topping between 123K and 147K, which were the final excess targets I extracted in my 2022 to 2024 bullish cycle plan. That said, the way we close this week will also determine once and for all the correct seasonality for this cycle, which is still to be defined after the insane run-up occurred after the first 2025 sell-off inverted the inverted seasonality we were following. Most importantly, don't forget that today, July 10th, is the last important day before the week of the huge impulse I noted will manifest. Which direction, crypto boys? Yesterday, I was also hinting at the fact that every true Bitcoin bull should cherish for a bear market in 2025. Why? Because if this year turns out to be the bearish year of the 2-year-long bull cycle, which was generated in 2020, it means that we do this again in 2026, following this rhythm into another bull market to last until the very end of 2027. Shouldn't this happen, it would mean that the so-called diminishing returns theory would have proven valid, and the golden era of pulling 50x out of crypto is long gone, as it would have become just another Wall Street asset where market makers feast upon greedy retail forever. Ask yourself, is it worth it to score a 40% from here, sacrificing a potential rewind of the past 15 years of Bitcoin and potentially giving 2020 the official status of 0 year for the second phase of the crypto supercycle? Thanks for watching, and be sure to ask any questions in the comment section here, on my X, and most importantly on the House of Saturn Telegram channel. As censorship strengthens, I have made a year in advance a safe haven where I am free to post daily updates. On centralized anti-free speech platforms, I doubt I'll keep my presence for long.